and I can see on my screen probably one of the most trimmed, chiselled beards in professional football. Look at that face, man. He's had his teeth
He's
done.
a cute guy, isn't he?
Mate, he's had everything done. Look at him. He's looking $1 million.
He's a cute guy.
I tell you. I tell you. Leicester have been promoted, so let's get a Premier League winner with that Leicester side from 2016, the one and only Mr. Danny Simpson joining us on the show. How are you, my man? You good?
Yes, obviously buzzing now, boys.
What's happening, Dan, man? You good?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. How are you?
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. We're rolling. You're rolling. Come on.
I know. Listen, they made hard work of it, obviously, but finally got there in the end, back where we belong, and listen, still win the league, but the main thing is they're back to the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a bit of a weird one because they were early doors, mate. They were just battering everybody.
Yeah.
They were flying, and I thought, right, this is going to be done for Christmas. And then there were a couple of little bumps along the way, and they seem to have stabilised it over the last, let's say, month or so, and they're now over the line and they've got it done. What do they need to do in the summer to make sure that they're not back in the Championship within 12 months?
That's a good question. Yeah, listen. Most teams in the Championship obviously have a bump at some point. But listen, they got through it. I think people were a little bit worried at one point because credit to Ipswich and Leeds, they give it a good fight. But I think in the summer, listen, I think keeping hold of some players. I think from what I think keeping Dewsbury Hall vital. You know what he's done this season. I think he's got 12 goals, 14 assists. I think he's going to be a massive part. You got people out of contract. Like Wilfred Ndidi is out of contract. There's Jamie Vardy. He's got 16 goals, mate. Like he's still scoring goals. I know he's 37, but you got these characters that have been at the club a long time. They're the three that I've mentioned, and I think Keenan maybe building a team around him and bringing some players in.
So, for me, like when you just talked about Jamie Vardy there, how old is he now?
37.
37.
Yeah,
Going to be playing in the Premier League. But he's going to get a new contract in the season. He's definitely, because he's the man, innit? But you're going to need someone that's going to get you goals. You can see Burnley struggled for goals. Although they play great football, but they're struggling for goals. And that would be the main thing for me, for you guys.
Yeah, listen, Carlton, you know better than me how hard it is to score goals, and to still be doing that at 37, in the Championship, and he didn't always start as well. He's what a player he's become off the bench. To go from being a starter throughout your career to then being able to come on and affect games as well. It's obviously been class, but like you said, I think it'd be interesting to see how they, if they play the same kind of football. Obviously, I think the manager will do, but I think it's, they like to control the games in the Championship. Will they get to do that in the Premier League? We've seen Burnley have been trying to do it, like you said. Will the style change a little bit? We don't know, but yeah, I think you're going to have to bring in some more firepower because you can't keep relying on Jamie Vardy, which the club has done for the last 10 years or so.
The beautiful thing is that they're not wet behind the ears in the Premier League, are they? They've been there, done it. They've got the infrastructure for it. They know what it looks like. So that question that you just asked there, Danny, that's a really interesting one because we have seen teams that have played some wonderful stuff, i.e. Burnley, Norwich before them in the Championship. They've gone up. They've tried to do the same thing again. And because the level is completely different, they end up getting found out. I personally think that Leicester will switch it up because they're not stupid. They know the score, and it'll be a case of
just staying up,
finish fourth bottom.
Yeah,
that'll be the target, won't it? Finish fourth bottom, and then we've achieved what we've set out to achieve.
Consolidate Premier League, the league for next season. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's when obviously was it 10 years ago? I think when we went up that time, and that's what it was. We maybe if you remember we just survived relegation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go on. Tell us what
happened next.
What happened the season after? Go on.
Yeah, and then apparently something happened next season. But yeah, no, like I said, that's always everyone's aim. Obviously, when you go up, is to stay in and consolidate your status. But like you said there, Cats, there's players there that have played in the Premier League before. They've got experience all the way through the team. So it's not like, you bring a team coming up that You know, I've just been in the Championship or the lower leagues and not played in the Premier League. There's lads that know how to play in that league and know what to do to win games.
Are you going to be around the squad? Are you still around Leicester City Football Club? Are you? Do they involve you in any way?
No, I've not been around for a while. I'll be honest with you. Obviously, I'm not the new manager either, but I still speak to all the boys. Obviously, we've still got a group. We've still a load of lads there. Wilfred, Hamza, you know, Jamie Vardy, Marco Brighton. You know, he's obviously what a legend he's been. He's going to be, you know, he's out of contract this summer. But now they're back in the Premier League, I might have to show my face.
That's it. Dan, listen, you need to get one of these Carlton Cole corporate gigs, mate. You should see what he gets up to on a Saturday afternoon, fella. He's having mate, he's having a whale of a time.
I've seen him and Marlon, mate. Loving
it. Marlon uses it for business. That's what he does. Marlon Airwood. He's a businessman.
That's it. Car deals, man. Get it all sorted.
Exactly.
Listen, Dan, thank you so much for giving up a bit of time to come and join us on the show. Just to put this into perspective, when you guys got promoted 2014 time, just talk to me about what it does for the city, what it does for the people in and around the ground, and not the wider aspect of the community when your football team in your town, your city gets promoted to the big time.
Listen, it's just, again, it's like, you know, there'll be lots of new fans. It just brings the city together, doesn't it? Like I said, and it's just like you said, them moments now, and obviously, it's, you know, obviously they wish that they'd celebrated it on the pitch, but obviously everyone's at home or wherever they are watching, celebrating it. But again, it'll be like all for the new generation, you know, back to the Premier League. It's where they belong, though. You know, what that club have done for that city, you know, has been amazing. You know, what the owners have done for that city and everyone involved and everyone around it. It's amazing. You need, you know, you want to be back in the Premier League, the big clubs coming back to the King Power. Everyone's going to be obviously now buzzing for it. Isn't it? It's tough to, you know, when you get relegated, it's tough to bounce back straight away.
Yeah, very much so.
So to get that group that they've done and to do it straight away, and the club needed to do that, you know, for the status and everything. So now it's amazing what they've done, and I'm absolutely buzzing.
Top stuff, man. Have you got any more football trips, golf trips? What you know what I mean? Every time I'm bumming, keeping up to date with you on Instagram, mate. You're always somewhere, causing bother somewhere, mate.
Yeah, well, I think I've got a couple of trips this summer, but maybe not as many as Carlton. I need to get on his gigs, don't I? But that's what I quickly say as well, boys. That's what I quickly say. I want to. Obviously, QPR's my old club, so
yeah.
As well, it's great that, you know, they're the team that's helped Leicester get in the Premier League. Obviously, they've stayed in the league as well, because, you know, it's a top family club, that, and I was buzzing for them as well.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.